everyone on Earth is currently furious with these demons.
These devils! Sam Bankman-Fried!
Against Sam Bankman-Fried's claims that he is a scammer, claiming that the money was stolen, taken to his personal account, and then buried.
Let me tell you what Sam Bankman-Fried did.
If we have no way to audit it, how can anybody make that claim? Are they not as baseless as what Sam Bankman-Fried is saying until we have the facts? That's all I'm saying, and I think Ackman's in the same camp. I want the facts. That's all.
I don't think it's asking for too much, said O'Leary. Moreover, according to O'Leary, I need to know where my money was transferred to because it's rumored to have gone to their Bahamian government, the US, or that it was taken in a hack. But I don't know any of that yet. So I can't get my money back until I know where it is. And I want to know where it is because I've directed all of my lawyers to put their phasers on stun until we have facts. Once we do, we'll get that money back.
I'm not the only institution in this situation. We all want our recovery path. We need a recovery path, but we don't have one. I'm going to go after that money. I want it back. I have the resources to do it. I'm very fortunate. I have millions of followers. I'm going to take them on the journey. I'm going to get the money back. That's what's going to happen. And where the chips fall, I have no idea. Who's going to jail? I have no idea. Who was fraudulent? I have no idea. But I will find out. I can tell you that because this is 100% auditable, 100%.
No matter how long it takes, whether it takes 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 years, O'Leary won't let them take his money and expect him to do nothing. Instead, he'll pursue it just as other institutions will. Why don't we get the facts first? And if Sam Bankman-Fried can shed some light on the facts, since up to what I understand, he's been kicked out of the company, has no access to even his emails, he has no information past the time the company went into Chapter 11. Every lawyer and his dog is currently pursuing this matter in an effort to figure out what happened, but we don't know anything yet. He fills in a piece of the puzzle, but we also need to speak with people who will go through the bankruptcy procedure. They are the Enron team, and I demand complete transparency from them, including access to my account and all the information there.
And we have regulators all around the world pursuing that same information. Before this is over, I'll be able to, in my own team, reconstruct every single transaction that occurred because you can't take it off the blockchain, and I'll have access by the time I finish litigating to every transfer that was a SWIFT, an ACH, or a Fed wire. That's my assumption.
Right.
And that's the only way to do this. It's the only way to do it. And lastly, from the people doing the bankruptcy, I would like total transparency on the fees they're charging. That's my money they're spending and other institutions' money. I want a website set up that gives us that information. We know who's getting paid, why, and when. As I understand it, $700 million got extracted from shareholders of Enron or claim stakers of Enron to bankruptcy proceedings. That seems a little high to me in this case when we have the audit trail of the blockchain. And if there was nefarious activity, if he did break the law or anybody else in there broke the law, they'll face the full force of the law because there's a lot of people that are not happy about this, and I'm one of them.
On the other hand, our society presumes guilt unless innocence is established. Therefore, Kevin is not sure how Enron knows if he's not sure how he knows nobody. I've questioned every institution. Do you know where your capital is? The response is no. Therefore, until we have information, facts, the audit trail, conversions out of the account, and the accounts are available for review, nobody is aware of anything. Therefore, everything at this point is merely conjecture. The story itself will not end since it is a human story, not just one about the financial catastrophe. We all have egg on our faces because of this. How did this happen? How could some of the biggest financial firms on the planet have entered into this arrangement? Embarrassed, we all feel silly. But we still have work to do, but still determined to know really what occurred here. We ought to have control of this exchange in the same way as the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, or any other exchange that is regulated. Put all the precautions in place, and I think that's going to happen, so that we can regulate against this ever happening again, said Kevin O'Leary. If there is any good news in this narrative, it must be that normal leaders have woken up and everyone is talking about the accident. And we will continue to talk about it till we have all the facts. In my opinion, and as long as we continue to peel back this onion of what will transpire over the next 36 months, then Sam Bankman-Fried will be active on Twitter every single day for years to come. I will continue to invest in cryptocurrencies regardless of what happens.
Here, I've got to wait at least 31 days to reposition myself, and I will do that. But I don't need to buy 30 positions anymore because it's clear, given what happened, the correlation is so tight. So I predict tremendous pressure on tokens that have no utility, no value, no merit, no use, no app. They're all going to go away. And so what we're going to get is a much cleaner, a much more correlated, a much more productive crypto environment. And much of it will accrue to the big platforms, Ethereum and Bitcoin, probably Polygon, which makes Ethereum more efficient.
You actually don't need much more than that though. And that's what Kevin believes will happen to this sector. A very tight correlation to a small number of names. If we get regulation, especially around stablecoins, it will draw much more capital into the space, into a much smaller number of names. Thank you so much for watching. Give your thoughts below on the comments section. And don't forget to like and subscribe.